The Community Cares Club at Williamstown High School held a We Wear Pink Day as a way to celebrate Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The club encourages its students to all wear pink as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as they were also holding a fundraiser to have a pink ribbon on the cafeteria wall. School nurse Danielle Brookover says this was an idea brought to them by freshman Avery Rusk. Avery and teacher April Wagner add that breast cancer can affect anyone's life.
We've done in the past, we've focused on breast cancer awareness being in October, and so we had student input. Avery mentioned like doing ribbons and collecting donations so we can donate.
There's a lot of people here that, like my sister's currently fighting cancer, so this hits a lot of students here. I know other students, there's a student talking today that their mom is currently fighting cancer, so this is just a big impact for everybody.
Well, breast cancer is something that affects everybody, like not even just the people who have it, the families surrounding it.
Avery adds that the Community Cares Club is still fairly new, but are planning future ideas to help out the area.